There was a beautiful garden in India full of trees, flowers, and bushes. Everyone lived in harmony and happy, except for one tree that was very sad. She was the only one of her kind in this garden. She had never produced flowers or fruit, and for that reason she felt frustrated. She didn't know who she was, nor her purpose in the garden. The other trees tried to encourage her by saying, "Why don't you try giving sleeves like me?" said the hose. "Nonsense. You should give roses just like me," said the rose bush. These comments only increased the frustration and sadness of the tree that didn't know who it was. One day, at the beginning of a warm night, a very old owl arrived in the garden. She sat on the tree branch in confusion and heard a sad, choked cry. "Why are you crying?" asked the owl.
"I am useless. I do not produce fruit or flowers, and I cannot be like other trees. Don't worry. This problem of yours is much more common than you think. Stop looking at other trees and look at yourself. Within yourself you will find your vocation. Like this, I don't understand.
You will never get mangoes because it is not a mango tree, nor roses because it is not a rose bush. Look at the large number of birds that nest in your branches. See your majestic size. Observe the people who sit in your shade to rest or have a picnic. You were born to be great and shelter everyone who desires rest and protection. You are an oak. An immense joy took over the big tree. It felt strong and sure of itself. Now she knew what she was and what her mission was. From that day on, the entire garden was completely happy. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself what your soul mission is? And what is your purpose in life? We usually look back at a period in our lives where we ask ourselves, "What am I doing here? What did I come here to do?" And the more we connect with our spirituality and ourselves, the more these types of questions become latent. And your soul mission is an answer to that. Through the skills you have suffered, you are able to do good and use them for the benefit of the whole. Your purpose is related to connecting these skills to your goals, so that you find yourself on your path. Mission that, in general, makes us evolve and helps humanity. Our mission meets our greatest gifts with those skills that are unique to us, that only we know how to do. And believe me, everyone has a great gift. You have a great gift. You find your gift when you connect with yourself and realize what you do fluidly with ease. That thing that is easy for you, but is not so easy for other people. When we understand what this gift is and put it into practice, at the service of others, at the service of our work, we are fulfilling our mission. Our mission is to use these great gifts in the service of others, of humanity. When we understand what our mission and purpose are, we can direct our work so that we are always on the best path. After all, we spend a large part of our days and our lives working, and that's where the key comes from, working with love. If you don't love what you do, it means that you are not using your greatest gifts in your work, in your routine, and therefore, you feel unhappy and feel that your life is not prospering. When, on the contrary, you do what you love, things flow, because you are putting your great skills into practice, offering the universe the best you have, and then you will be rewarded. That's why it's important to work with love, to work doing what you love. There are people who make plans, and there are people who let life happen as everything should be. None of these people are wrong. Each one is living their life purpose. There are people who quit their jobs and go travel the world. Others build their families and make a home. Others love their jobs. Each person has their own way of living. Each person has a way of feeling the world. How many times have we come across various thoughts such as, "What is my mission? What is my purpose in life?" These doubts always come, and there is no ready answer, because each person was born to do something in the world. What is important to think about is that we need to live one day at a time, live intensely, and do good for the people around us. There is nothing better than being happy in the path we follow. According to the dictionary, purpose has the following meaning: intention to do or refrain from doing something, design, plan, project. Well, what can one think of this? That in our lives we need to do what we feel like doing. If we want to have plans and projects, they will be very welcome. If we don't want to do anything and let fate decide too, it's up to you to decide what your way of life will be. We always make plans, and life always has a way of showing us whether the path we chose is the right one or not. Even if it isn't, it shows us other ways so that we can complete the purpose of our lives. This purpose is unique and singular. Each person has their own. Never compare yourself to others. Never think that someone else's life is better than yours. Every life has a purpose, so start looking and find yours. Our life is based on time. The past, present, and future will always determine our steps, so we cannot turn them off. It is important to think over time about what we have done, what we are doing, and what could we do for ourselves. We all have dreams, goals, and plans, so our life purpose will always be vivid in the way we see the world in the moment we are living. We know that God ages in all things for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. And if you liked it, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video. God bless.